Hey there, it's Jessica. I really appreciate you speaking with me this morning and accepting this free video. I am super excited that you did because today I'm going to walk you through three main strategies you can start applying right away, and it's going to make a huge impact in your business. And I know that it will because we've applied these same strategies with over 50 other restoration companies, just like you guys throughout the US, and it's made a huge difference in their business. Right now, between your websites, I noticed that you have this listing in a directory here, City Local 101. Is a directory. It's not really a website. It's just a directory listing. And then you have this free site on Squarespace, okay? Neither of these sites are getting any organic traffic. So you're missing out on 80% of the searches or more every single month. So when it comes to ranking on Google, you definitely have to have your own domain. Having a free, what was this? Free Squarespace, Wix space, etc., and just the directory listings isn't going to be enough. Okay, you have to have your own domains. Google wants you to have a separate page for all of your major services. Right now, this listing is just a single page for each of your major service areas, has the exact same page, which also is a big no-no. So you have to have a separate page for all of your major services. This is going to allow you to focus on the local keywords for that service. Google wants these independent pages so that you can focus on everything about that topic. How does water intrusions occur? What do you do when you see the water? What does your team do? What type of equipment do you use? This is allowing you to showcase your expertise as a specialist in this service. And then it's going to allow you to answer the most common questions your customers have and really be people focused. And then you're going to use those local keywords because 90% of people, when they're searching for your service, they're not going to be searching for your brand name because they don't know who you are yet. They're going to be searching for the services they need. So we have to focus on those local keywords. So this page is for Huntington Beach. So it should be water damage, Huntington Beach, water damage restoration, Huntington Beach water damage, Huntington Beach water damage repair. People search differently. You need to capitalize on that so you can get the most potential customers to your website. Okay, so you have to have those separate pages. You need a home page that ties all of these service areas together and all your services together, because that's going to tell Google what your site is about. But since this isn't a website, it's just a directory listing, you can't really have a home page that ties those together. So your home page needs to have at least 1,500 words or more of written content. If your competition is more than 1,500 words, you need more than they have. Okay. And you do need these service area pages like you have now. You need these pages, but they all have to have their own original content and hyper focus on those local keywords in those areas. Okay. Just simply having duplicate content, Google's not going to index those. They don't like duplicate content. Everything has to be original. And same with this website. Okay. You need at least 1,500 words or more. This looks like a single page site as well. There's really nothing to it. So neither of these are going to be helpful for you. Unfortunately, you do need to have an actual website. And you need those service pages, service area pages. You need to focus on those keywords. Google's done a lot of changes recently. So everything's got to be mobile first. You need click-to-call phone numbers. The content can't just be generic information. It needs to actually be helpful content, help people understand the situation they're in, what to do, how you guys can fix the situation, and really build those trust factors, okay? When we look at your top competitor in Huntington Beach, we do have SERVPRO, and yes, they are a franchise, but you're not competing as an entire franchise, just the local franchisees in your service area. And they can only handle or are only allowed to service so many zip codes, okay? And they also are not allowed to really modify these generic sites that they have. So they really actually have a huge disadvantage. So all you have to do is better. Have more pages, better quality content, more content on the page, more blog articles, etc. And this is going to give you a huge opportunity to be able to be competitive and even outrank these local franchisees, okay? Now we know when your customers do a search, they'll do something like this. And when they do, there's 3 main areas on Google your website has the opportunity to be in the top positions for. The first are generally going to be ads. Those could be local service ads like these or cost per click ads, okay? Both of these can be extremely profitable if they're done right. If you have the right foundation set up, you have good budgets, and you're not just sending people to your generic website, but you have designated landing pages to go with these cost per click ads, okay? Because that's how you're going to get the best conversions. And then the second section here, this is the Google Business Profiles or Google Map Pack, okay? You want to be in this top 3 because 30% of people, when they search, they come straight to the map. So if you're not one of these top 3 companies, you're leaving at least 30% of your revenue on the table every single month. So in order for your profile to get in the top 3, if it's not already, you do need to further optimize it and get citations. Similar to this is a citation. A citation is a directory listing, okay? So you want to be listed in a bunch of directories like the Better Business Bureau, Yellow Pages, Yelp, Glassdoor, Angie's, House, Home Advisor, and your social media profiles. All of those are really great citations to have, and you need more than your competition, okay? And when you do that, that's going to help give you a good boost in this map pack. And then this third section here is the most critical section. This is called your organic section. It is so critical because 60 to 70% of people will skip the maps and the ads and they come right here. So when your website is not showing up here, you're losing, again, 60 to 70% of those potential jobs every single month for each service in every search area, okay? So in order for your website to show up here, it comes back to the foundation of these sites. Are they properly built? Do you have the right pages, content, and keyword strategy? Okay? Because Google sends crawlers to your website, which are like little mini robots, and it scans every single image, all of the text and video, and tries to understand what your site is about. Who are you? What type of services do you offer? And where do you offer those services? So when you don't have that, Google has no information, so they cannot possibly send customers to your website, okay? So now when you have that information, you also need to support it with a backlink SEO strategy. So if we look here, this is for your city local page. You have a rating of a 4.5, okay? And that's because they're not sending any power to it. You're actually only getting this rating because the directory itself has a lot of power. That's the only reason you're getting any power here. But these are trust factors with Google. This shows how much Google trusts this page. And this trust has to do with, 1, the quality of the content on the page, but more so the power you send to the page. Your website is a tool, and most tools require power. And we power up websites with backlinks, which are just links coming from another website and directing them to your site. Okay, so we need a lot of backlinks, but not all backlinks are the same. They're not created equal. So we want to make sure we're only getting good quality do follow links from closely related businesses. So they oftentimes comes from other home service businesses, related vendors, and directories. Okay. And so as you get more of those, your score gets higher, and it will help index your keywords once you have a keyword strategy in place. Okay. Right now, you don't have any keywords and you're not getting any traffic. And the same when we look at the Squarespace, you have 0 ratings here. You really don't have much content either. And so you got no keywords, no traffic. Okay. Whereas if we look at your competitor, this one specific franchise location page, so this is just one single page for this franchisee, has a rating of 4.8. Again, they're not doing the SEO either. It doesn't make sense for them because they can't fix what's wrong to actually do the SEO. They've only been indexed for, this one page has only been indexed for 2 keywords, but they're still getting 34 people to this one single page. Okay. And if we look at those keywords here, it's water damage Huntington Beach and water damage restoration Huntington Beach. There's 180 searches just for those 2 keywords every month. And they're in top positions. So that's where their traffic's coming from. So these guys are absolutely beatable, but you do have to apply the strategies that I've just shown you today. So I hope that you found this video to be helpful. Please take this information, run with it, and apply it yourself, and start helping more people today. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in growth, at Peterson SEO, this is our specialty. And we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. So please feel free to reach out with any questions you might have or give us a call and we would be happy to chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.